New CBS News polling shows a large number of Americans are concerned about their finances. It comes as a growing number of people express negative overall views of the U.S. economy. So here to break it all down is CBS News Executive Director of Elections and Surveys, Anthony Salvanto. So, Anthony, what are Americans saying about their finances and factors like gas prices and inflation?
So what you mentioned at the top there, Lindsay, those concerns, yeah, most are concerned. Stress is another descriptor people use about their finances. Feelings of being secure financially are actually down from a year ago. And part of that, as you mentioned, is all tied to inflation, the view, and I've said this often because we've seen this repeatedly, hasn't abated over the years, that their income isn't keeping up with inflation. And yeah, gas prices are a big part of that. Increasing numbers saying they're difficult, they're even a financial hardship.
So then what do people say when you ask about their perception of the war?
So this is tied to the war in a couple of respects. The first is the uncertainty, which they also describe in the economy. And in particular, 7 in 10 people don't feel like they're getting a clear understanding of the situation that's going on in Strait of Hormuz. And of course, that is impacting oil prices. So that's what I mean by a lack of not just understanding, but that uncertainty that a lot of them voice. And the other part, as it relates, let's talk politics a little bit, to the impact of the president's policies, that's tied to this 2/3 that say, at least in the short term, they feel like the impact from the president's policies is making the economy worse.
You also asked about artificial intelligence, of course, getting a lot of criticism for new grads entering the job market. Actually, here are some examples of some of those.
Artificial intelligence is the next industrial revolution. What happened?
AI is rewriting production as we sit here. I know it. Deal with it. Like I said, it's a tool.
I saw another commencement speech going viral for booing during one of the speeches. I mean, what did Americans say about the impact of AI on the job market? What are their feelings?
Yeah, I've been following this for a while, and over the years, we have seen people suspicious of what AI might do, at least to the job market. So here, this is the most recent. 2/3 think it's going to decrease the number of available jobs. Now, yes, people tell us separately in polling they use it, maybe for searches, maybe for editing, et cetera. But it's that impact on the jobs and therefore the economy that you hear so much about in the news that they're responding to there. Speaking of young people, I want to show you this, and I'm not going to say it's entirely tied to AI, but between AI, housing, the inflation that I talked about earlier, we have seen an increase in the number of folks who say they feel like their opportunities compared to their parents' generation are worse, and fewer think that they're better. That is really important. It's something that we've tracked in polling for many years. And this dynamic, I think, as we go through all these transitions in the economy, is really important to watch.
Crazy shift. Anthony Salvanto, thank you as always.
Thanks.